Until recently, I just so happened to meet somebody that I felt was amazing and that was perfect for
Uh,
me. And I just, I think I'm just attracted to him. I don't think it's like I never really looked at the fact that he was a trans man. I looked at the fact more that he was an individual, and I loved his
right,
personality, and that just made me like him even more. Now, since I've had that experience with him, I have caught myself being attracted to trans men lately, but it,
right,
I don't think it's to me. It's not a fetish. I think it's just more of an attraction, and the fact that I like more of their personalities. Like I feel like with a lot of trans men, they're more emotionally connected than physically, which is what I look
right.
for when I date somebody, regardless if you're a cisgender man or a trans man. Either way, I want someone that I can emotionally and you know connect with. So
Right.
to me, it just happened, and I didn't expect for it to happen.
Okay. Okay. You just found an attraction for somebody. It was the soul of that man that you were attracted to.
Exactly.
So how'd that work out for you?
I mean, we're not together, but I'm dealing with it. But at the same time, it was a learning experience because I'm not like at the same time I don't hate him, but then I just feel like I
Right.
actually learned a lot about myself and my insecurities
Uh-huh.
in that situation. Even though I hate that situation has ended, at the same time I definitely learned some things about myself.
Okay.
So yeah.
So would it be like would it be wrong for me to say that you've extended your mind to understanding what a relationship and love could be outside of what you know?
Right. Yeah.
It's awesome.
It definitely brought out a lot of my insecurities that I had, from going through
Okay.
a messed up relationship to trying to get in another relationship. And the
Uh,
fact that we're both transitioning, I think it was like a lot of emotions involved that I felt like we both selfishly didn't try to understand each other's feelings, and it kind of ruined the
right.
situation.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it was a learning lesson, but then at the same time, I don't hate him. I still have
Okay.
him. It's just that right now, maybe this is just not our season. So yeah.
But it's all right. It was an experience. It was something you had to have in your life.
But sexually, I'm
Sometimes it's
definitely
something.
turned on by the experience of being with a trans man.
Say what?
I'm definitely turned on by the sexual experience of a trans man as well. Definitely turned.
Well, okay. So let me ask you a personal question. As a trans woman, did you deal with just men all your life?
Have I? No.
Okay. So you dealt with women and men.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Previously, not recently, but like years ago. But I've
That's yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
both.
Yeah. Previous life in your previous life.
Right.
So you just broaden your horizons, which is cool.
Pretty much.
That was cool. That's awesome. See, we appreciate you.
Oh,
I do.
well, thank you.
I do.
I wish somebody.
And did you do what I told? Now this is we're not gonna go further than this, but I'm gonna ask one question before I take you off the air. Did you do what I told you to do?
I did do it, but I didn't send it off because it was pointless. It was pointless.
Oh, we'll talk about that another day.
Yeah, I tried, and I felt like I just tried to do the right thing, but I felt like it wasn't
Uh-huh.
reciprocated. So
Okay.
kind of said, you know what, it is what it is.
Okay. Cool. Well, I appreciate you, and I hope somebody learned something through you just for that few moments you spoke.
But I love all of my brothers.
And we love all our sisters in the world. I just wish I could find me a good woman. That's all. I need somebody in my life, Lord. But that's on Wednesday. We'll talk about that
I
on
do
Wednesday.
too. It's hard. I'm getting to the point where I'm tired.
It's,
I'm over relationships at this point. Like I feel like I've tried, and I feel like at this point I'm getting really close to like giving up on relationships and dating.
okay. I can't even get a date. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't even get a date. I just want to date somebody. Somebody come get me.
Have you asked anyone out on?
I have a. I'm going to meet up with a friend on. Excuse me, y'all. I'm not stable where I need to be. I'm going to meet up with a friend on this weekend. And I made a promise and kept making a promise to have wine and sit down and chat with them. So I'm going to see them this weekend.
Oh, okay.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And it happens to be, as a trans man, I'm pansexual. I'm not coming from the world of heterosexual. I was heterosexual before. Not all trans men are lesbians when they transition,
Is
but I was a heterosexual woman. So I'm comfortable with trans women and trans men and comfortable with men, cisgendered men as well. Um, I did the woman thing, but I don't know, it just wasn't for me. Like the cisgender woman wasn't really for me. I tried it for a long time,
yeah,
and I
I'm
realized
kind
it
of
just
getting
wasn't for
close
me.
to like no longer dating cisgender men. Like I'm getting really close to that, and
But
considering dating
I think
trans going
I
forward.
think I think for some of us that are trans men, we are finding that dating gay men or trans women or cis men is becoming our norm, other than the abnorm. And because of our transition, we see things in a different light, and we become more aware of sexuality and gender being more fluid, and we become willing to experiment and dive in and see what's new in the new pond. What is it I'm missing? Or maybe there's something I'm missing. Like, I know for a fact that when I dealt with cis women, I thought that's where I needed to be because I was becoming the man I am today. And I needed a woman in my life because that's what society norms taught us. That's how we were conditioned. But as I evolved, I began to realize that I can't date a cisgender woman. It's not in my blood to do it.
Right.
It's just not for me to
So
do
I
it.
have a question. It's
So,
something I thought about.
uh,
So, and maybe this is just my opinion. So, why do you think that it's more accepting for, like, why is it accepting and easier for a trans man to date and be in relationships than it is trans women?
why is it more?
Like,
Wait a minute. Say that
why is it
again.
harder for trans women to be in relationships than it is compared to trans men or gay or lesbian?
Well, you know what? That's a myth. We have a hard time being in a relationship too.
Yeah, but it just seems like it's
Not,
accepting that,
and a lot of
a
us.
lesbian or
It's harder. Well, I think for us it's harder to get in a relationship because we have certain standards and we have certain image of the idea of the person we want to date. Um, I don't think it's easier for a lot of us. I know many trans men that aren't in relationships, and they choose that. They don't want the drama, the mess. They don't want all the stuff that comes into a relationship to be comfortable and be who they are. I mean, I'm the same person.
Yeah, I just feel like
Did I
it's
answer
just
that
hard
question?
for people to take trans serious when it comes to being in a relationship.
We're not hard to have a relationship with. We're just no we know what we want. We know what we desire to have in our life. We know the kind of mate that we need to have that's compatible to us. Maybe that's what it is. I can't answer for everybody.
Yeah,
I just know from my
I just don't really understand it.
I
Like, it
just know
just
from
seems like, it's very hard to be in a relationship. It's like, and I don't know, I can't speak for all trans women, but like for me, I just feel like when it comes to like dating and being in relationships, like I just feel like I'm never really taken serious. Like it gives me that feeling of I'm never really good enough or worth being in a relationship. And I just feel like from my past experiences, that's what I get. It's like no matter any effort that I put into it, no matter the amount of love that I put into situations, it just makes me feel like by me being trans, it's so much harder for me to be in a relationship because I feel like the only thing they see is the sexual aspect of us, or it sounds cute. The idea of us sounds cute, but they don't really take a like. I feel like men don't take us serious when it comes to dating, and I
well, I think it's how
see us
well, I think
building.
I will say this. I think what it is that for some trans women, not all, some trans women act like little 18-year-old girls. I'm being honest, no matter how old they are.
Yeah,
They're very immature, very catty, and very disrespectful.
right.
And a lot of men are attracted to sassiness, but they're not attracted to having a relationship with someone that's messy.
But so that's
And
kind
that
of
goes,
crazy because
but
it
that
seems
goes with
like to me
trans
most of
men.
the
Wait a minute, that goes with, but wait, let me say this. That goes with some trans men. We have some trans men that are very messy that some people won't have nothing to do with. I'm just going to be honest with you.
yeah.
They won't have anything to do with us. And it's just like me, I know for a fact a lot of people will not date me because I'm intimidating. I don't know how that is,
Yeah, but
but they feel
I just
intimidated.
find it
And they've told
crazy
me,
because when you see like a average looking trans woman work, it feels like she's the one that actually gets the short end of the stick. But then when you have a girl that's all pumped up and she looks good physically, but at the same time emotionally she's not there, and mentally she's not there. But she's the one that gets most of the attention. She's the one that gets all of the attention that I feel like when it comes to girls like me who don't really get that. Like I just feel like I'm not taken serious because I don't know. It's just it's kind of hard for me.
well, I think that goes with the guys too. There's a lot of guys that get a lot of attention too that are trans men, and I think a lot of it depends on what they're carrying, what they're bringing to the table that gives them that attention. I don't feel like I get that attention. I get looked at because people say, "Oh, he is so. What's the word they say? He is so man. He's a whole man. They call me a whole man. He is such a whole man." The girls will say that, and I'm giggling when they say it. But to be honest with you, I'm just Flex. I'm just me. I think I don't get the attention that some people feel. You all learn a lot about the girls, and the girls have their space where they talk about their relationships and all that. And we're talking about who we are, the men we are, what we do with our community, the changes we make, how we move and shake, and all those good things that go on. So please hit the share button if you can. I appreciate it. Hit share, share, share. Share as much as you can. Please do. We need everybody to share this live. This is Transman Space. We're going to have conversation regarding trans man and the community so that you all can come in and have conversation with us, learn about who we are, where we're going, and the places that we intend to be successful into this world and be an asset as well. This is Flex Jones with the Realness and Reality Talk Show. The, the topic tonight is brother to brother conversation with the community. This is where we're going to have conversation with you all as trans men so that we can be who we are and be all the best that we can be. So we got booted earlier. See if we can get it started. Hi everybody, we're back. All right, sorry we lost all of you. I apologize. We're back, we're back, we're back. All right, everybody in the room. All right. If you want to be on the live, please hit the um, button. So I see it light up on red on my screen, and we will take it from there. Now, remember, Erica, I just lost you in conversation. Feel free to come back if you want to come back on the air. Miranda, how are you doing? Aiden, Jocelyn, Brandon, Erica, Karina, please feel free to come on the live if you like to. We will do so. Yeah, we got disconnected somehow, but we're back. We are back. And remember, this is a live conversation regarding Transman space. All right, Aiden, we're going to bring you on real quick. Is it Aiden? I can't see. Oh, it's Adam? Who did I invite on? I can't see. I apologize. Because I can't, my eyes, I don't have on. It's Adam. I'm sorry, Adam. I do apologize. That's what you get when you get old. You might have to sign back out, Adam, and sign back in. No, I don't need my glasses. I got this. I got you reading and talking to me. I'm good to go. See how I use my son. Okay, Adam, I'm trying again. Try to sign out. Adam, do me a favor. If you don't get on, no, it's not letting me get you on. Sign off and sign back in for me, Adam, and I can bring you on, okay? Please do. Just sign off and sign back in. All right, Jocelyn, we have Ari. Hello, Ari. Miranda, Tanya, Ross. Tanya, if you want to come on and have conversation, feel free to do so. Adam, we're going to try you one more time. That's what we got going on. There we go. Connect you. And it's saying adding. Remember, this is Transman Space. We're going to have conversation, and we want you all to feel free to have conversation regarding trans men. You all learn every day about trans women. Now it's time to learn
Hey,
more
guys.
about trans men. What's going on, my brother? How are you doing?
Actually, off work for once. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good. So let me ask you a
Service.
question.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Because I want to say, I want to bring this up because this is something that we don't talk about all the time. So don't get mad at me, Adam, when I do this. Because you know I'm straightforward and I take it to that level. As a trans man of Caucasian persuasion with privilege, do you see any way different that trans men of color? Well, Adam got mad at me. Where'd he go? My heart is broken. Okay, so you know what? I do this, you all. I put people on the spot and I ask questions. He said his service is horrible. Adam, we're going to get you some new service. Where you at? We're going to send you to the mountains or somewhere and get you some new service. I'm actually, I had bad service where I was at too. So we're sitting here, we're robbing El Torito's restaurant's website information. High five. Tell no one. We're stealing some high fives. Oh no, McDonald's is across the street, so I got McDonald's. I didn't hijack theirs. I got McDonald's. He was kind of cute. I have to say so. Trans men are some sexy men. I'm just going to go there like that and put it out there like that. Just so Adam knows we are some sexy. Hello, Coco, my sister. Ooh, I ate a soda today,
I'm
Lord.
trying, you guys. I'm trying. Hey, you guys.
Okay, so okay, let me ask you a question because you know everybody's saying you're cute and all that kind of good stuff. Because now I'm feeling jealous. I hope I'm handsome and you're cute. So,
No, I'm blessed.
so how old are you, first of all?
I just turned 31, July 11th, actually.
Oh, okay, and how long have you been in transition?
I've been transitioning since I was 24.
Okay, and you're medically on HRT
Long
now?
battle. I was on hormones for 2 years. I had to come off for medical reasons, and I went back on for 6 months, and I've been back on hormones hormones for 4 months currently, actually.
Where you located? No, I don't remember. I'm senile, y'all. I'm senile. Um, so when you began your transition, was
Hmm.
tell us your journey, a bit of your journey, because mine is such a glamorous one.
It depends on what you want to know. You have to
Tell it
ask
all.
questions.
But this
It's
is
more of
real.
a rocky journey.
Look, Adam, this is realness and reality. So you got to be real, and you got to be really, really reality going on there. So just tell it all.
My transition was more of a life or death situation. It was I was born a little different. I was kind of born with both. I'm intersex, and my mom basically chose the wrong thing growing up, and I came off female hormones. She told me it was birth control and vitamins. I came off female hormones at 18, and yeah, that's where I'm at.
So let me ask you this question. You said you were born with both because I was born with intersex and I wasn't born with both. I was born with an enlarged clitoris, my baby penis.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
That's where I'm at as well.
and I actually have an internal testicle. Yeah, I do. It doesn't shoot sperm, people. Sorry,
Yes,
ladies.
yes, where a female's G spot would be.
Yeah,
Basically, where a female's G spot would be. That's what's going on. Yeah,
yeah,
same.
yeah. So for me, I mean, for me, when I'm having any activity, it's very painful for me. So I have to be careful with that. So you've been transitioning for so long. Have you found employment a hard thing for you to find as a transman?
I actually I'm disabled Army National Guard, and I'm not able to be employed. It's hard to find under the table jobs though. It's hard. It is so hard to find anything to do at all because first of all, I pass as a cis guy, like I do. So it's and then they find out I'm trans, it causes an issue. You get what I'm saying? Like it really does. Cisgender guys, then they try to be more masculine and they'll try to buck up or start fights or feel threatened in some way. So it's a bit of a problem because I'm a trans masculine guy. I mean, I'm a man's man. That's what I do.
So you date men.
I date women and trans women. Actually, I'm open to. It's a current. I'm exploring my sexuality. We'll say that.
Okay. Nothing wrong with exploring. We'll make sure you get your badge and all that after you're done. Um, oh, they are just going crazy over you. This is the first time this is so funny. Um, how do you feel about any, just talk to me, man, because I got so many questions I want to ask. I should have wrote
Anything you
them
want to
down.
ask, please ask. Please feel
Okay,
free to
so,
ask what to answer.
so okay,
I'm shy. I'm not used to live
okay,
video chat.
okay. So here's my thing. We know, I've noticed, and I'm gonna say this. This is me and you talking. I want the community to learn this. I've noticed that we have a disconnect between a lot of the black trans men and the white trans men. Why is that,
Hmm.
dude? Why is that? What do you
It's
think that
like a
is?
stigma. I don't know. It's a big stigma, and I can't figure it out either because I don't hang out with a lot of white people, to be honest with you. I really don't. I I feel like the white community of trans men kind of they group together within themselves, and it's kind of bad. And the black trans men community don't tend to be too accepting either, from my experience specifically. I'm not speaking from anyone else's experience, but my experience specifically.
Um,
And then I've met a couple of trans men of color that are more accepting than anyone else I've ever known. It all depends on the person and
right.
it depends on their experience, I'm guessing. I'm trying to be more open with it. I'm trying to do some volunteer work for Pinky, if you know Pinky Share around. Yeah. Trying to help
Yeah,
them out a little bit, do
yeah.
some work with them. Yeah. Awesome people. Awesome people. They've helped me so much. Just saying.
Awesome. Awesome.
Horrible,
Um,
horrible.
so did you go to college? Oh, you were in the military. So did you transition while you were in the military? Okay. 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 Man, you got everybody drooling over you right now. It's the funniest thing. You're gonna have some
I don't know
friends
what's
after this
going on,
live. I'm
man.
just gonna let you know. I'm gonna tell you now, you're gonna have some friends.
Maybe I should go
So
to
let me ask you this
Transmen
question.
Health up to you.
Okay, this is the question.
What's up?
This is the $5 million question. Would you date a woman of color?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. If she was faithful and she was a good girl and she treated me right, you damn right. Excuse my language, but you're right. I would, without a doubt. I
All
don't see
right,
color.
you got that,
Mm-mm.
ladies. His name is Adam. Hit him up on Facebook. I love it. I love it. So we got to get you up.
Cracking me up.
I got to get you up here to North Carolina. I want to come to South Carolina and hang out with you, man. I really do. I think that would
Almost
be a blast.
definitely. Feel free.
I
There's
would
nobody here but me, my cat, and my puppy Scooby.
Scooby. Why is it Transmen have dogs and cats and they got no woman?
Hey, I'm going through a divorce.
Oh
I'm
my
going
God.
through a divorce currently. That's where it's at.
Oh
Mm-mm.
wow.
Mm.
Now, when you say divorce with a woman, a cisgender woman,
Yes, cisgendered, pansexual woman actually, and she considers herself gender fluid.
and that's hard, man. That's rough when you go through. It's hard because when you marry
Yeah.
someone, you think it's for life,
hmm
especially as a
And
trans.
I'm one of those people. It ended up. I won't say anything bad on her part. She basically left and didn't come back, but she has her own demons she's battling, and she's doing her own things. We're still friends. We communicate, but
Okay.
that's basically
Well,
what happened.
yeah, that's not now. See, that's the one thing I will say as a trans man. When we get in relationships, we try to let them last and get involved. And if they're not going to work, we step out before it's too late. That's what we do. We normally step out before it's too late.
hmm Try to. You see the
Yeah,
signs coming.
yeah.
Usually, it's easier to see the signs coming in a relationship.
So, with you being a trans man, I like to share this too. When you were female body, did you carry some of your traits? Did you get rid of some of the negativity that you were carrying as female body and carry the positive, like some of your femininity into your masculine world
To a
as
point,
you
yes.
evolved?
It's more within my emotions. It's more
Okay.
within my emotions. I can empathize with females more. I celebrate femininity in a sense. It's very attractive to me. That's what
Right,
I find myself attracted to. It's not necessarily a gender. It's more of that feminine quality because I didn't have that.
right.
That's that's one of those things that I never had growing up was that femininity. That's my little sister commenting, y'all, by the way. If you're wondering who that is, Skylar Tasha Paul. Yeah. I'm currently stuck in South Carolina, you guys. I'm stuck in a lease. I would love to travel. I'd be so down. I want to make a
Well, we're
difference in
gonna
the
try to get
community.
you. Well, I'd like to get you up here to North Carolina sometime. I
I'm
really
down.
like to get you to
I'm
North
definitely
Carolina.
down.
We got to get together and mend and bring the brothers all together, not just brothers
I
of color,
completely
not just
agree.
Caucasians with persuasion, with privilege, but all of us together. Because there was a time, Adam, in my day, where we all were working together as a community. And for some reason, we were pulled apart. And I think a lot of it is because we, as men of color, see that a lot of the guys that are Caucasian persuasion, um, they live within their privilege that they receive as men in society. And they tend
hmm
to, I feel sometimes, I feel like we as men of color kind of get the jagged, we get kind of kicked to the side, you know. And there's several
I
like
agree with you
yourself
on that.
that want to say, look, we're pulling this together, we're pulling ourselves together, because either way, we're all discriminated against in the end. because of being transgender. Color is not what should be our success. Community is what should be our success as a whole.
I completely agree with you on that. I mean, there's too much going on now. People need to
Uh,
stop fighting and come together. It's ridiculous the amount of hate that is just being spewed everywhere. You could go to a
uh,
gas station and say hi to someone and they don't even they just look at you with disgust these days, and it's ridiculous. It wasn't even
right.
15 years ago. Everyone was trying to help their neighbor, and now people are terrified. And I'm not okay with that. Not at all. We need to bring it
So,
back.
so within your transition, are you
Mm-hmm.
physically active for your body, health, wellness, and all that stuff as well?
Oh yes, most definitely. I'm short. I'm a short trans guy. I'm about 5'6.5". I weigh in at about 146, and I stay in shape. I have to. Yeah. Mhm.
Well, I'm a big fat little short man. I'm a Opa.
My favorite, man. Y'all are the guys that help protect my little leprechaun, but I'm just saying.
So we protect all the Willy Wonka candy, all the sweetness, all the sweetness. Well, Adam, I appreciate
Definitely.
you for coming on, and I'm quite sure
No
the girls are
problem.
going to talk to you again because now you're going to get blown up. So we do this every other Monday, but on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I do another show. Please come in and share your voice. I need your voice to be heard so that people understand that we have a place in our society as well. I think for a
Most
while,
definitely.
everybody thought that we didn't have any white trans men, and I was the only black trans man visible, but I need you here with me as well because we need to grow. And I say this because a lot of the Caucasian persuasion sisters out there, our trans sisters, are they work with a lot of our black trans sisters as well. And I don't see why we can't do the same as a community. You know,
I
we
agree.
we've got to stop letting our skin tone divide us and let our transition and our journeys bring us together collectively. So I really appreciate you, Adam. Stay on, chime in, because if they're gonna be looking for you, they're gonna ask questions and you can answer it while everybody's typing. But
Oh, definitely
anybody
does.
have questions for him right now? Feel free to type it in before we get off of here. Um, Skylar, brother, hit me up later, okay? Candy's
Maybe
on
we
here.
could
She did in all the
start
love.
doing a bro chat.
Yeah, I'm going back real quick. I know he is, bro. I'm going somewhere. I don't know what all that is about.
I don't know.
So let me ask you this one question. I know what it is. So as a trans man, did you evolve from being a lesbian or a straight woman?
A lesbian, actually.
Okay. So you, okay. So that's all I got to say. Because sometimes we have to make sure people understand that we all don't come from the same level. We don't all come from the same journey. We don't start at a certain age. We start at a younger age. Some get their
Yes.
HRT later. Some get their top surgeries. I got my top surgery 2 years ago, and here I am, 56 years old. Been doing this for 40 something
I
years.
haven't had mine. I have not had my top surgery yet at all.
So
And
it's
I am polyamorous.
right.
So
So am I. So here's my question. I want you to tell everybody why you haven't had your top surgery and the reason and the struggle, because it's the same. It may be the same as what I've been through.
the reason behind it is because, yes, I'm disabled. I have Medicare and Medicaid, but it does not cover top surgery anywhere near where I am. And I put up a GoFundMe page, $5 raised in 3 years. I've tried saving up money, but as you guys can see, I kind of live on my own. I support myself. I'm all alone. So there's not really any extra cash to be able to sit there and save up for top surgery. It's more of a struggle than people tend to think.
Right.
And
So with you
on
not
top of
having,
that, say you get up the money, then finding a doctor is near impossible. And then you're on a waiting list for at least 6 months to a year.
Right.
It's so ridiculous.
Right. So with you having to bind every day, it can be frustrating, no?
Yes, it can. It tends to get really hot, like especially during the summer. It's no fun. And the cost of binders is ridiculous. The cost that I've spent on binders in the past 5 years is the amount it would cost to pretty much pay for a down payment on my top surgery.
Right.
But you get what I'm saying. It's
right.
horrible.
Right. It costs more to get clothes. Men's clothes cost more than women's clothes. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then I gotta
The
get all
shoes.
the shoes. Did anything grow on you when you started your transition? Did your feet grow? Your hands grow? Did you anything of a sort?
Actually. Yeah,
My feet got
it's a
big.
problem.
My feet got big. I was
And the
wearing,
amount I'm having
yeah.
to spend for like care products is
Oh my
ridiculous. I traded one
God.
set of care
Yeah.
products for the other.
It ain't cheap,
It's
man.
ridiculous.
It's crazy.
No, it's not.
It's crazy. So, and that's what I want everybody to understand. It's not easy being a trans man. It's not costly. This is a livelihood. This is a true livelihood to be transgender.
People don't realize the cost that goes into the hormones. Say if you lose your insurance, if you don't have insurance, it's regularly in the South. It's on average anywhere from $187 to $213 for 3 months of hormones alone.
Yeah.
That's not including $50 every 3 months for your blood work, your doctor's visits. It's ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
And it's usually a life or death situation for a lot of guys.
Right. Right. So with you having a binder, you can't swim because I try to explain to people I couldn't swim for 20 something years until I had my top surgery. I hated it. I hated it. I couldn't go in the water if I wanted to.
I swim at night or with a tank top on. That's about it. Yeah. And it depends. If there's people there, no, I'm getting out. I'm going home. That's how it is.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
So you have to deal with a lot of dysphoria in a way because of that. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Well, I thank you, brother. I can't think of anything else to, unless you got something to share. I don't know. Unless you hit the lottery, I'll let you know.
Same, bro. Same.
All right, I love you, Adam.
Yeah,
Stay on, chat in here with everybody. You all know where to find him. He's on Facebook. Find him, have conversation with him. We love you, man. We really do appreciate you. And we're gonna get you to North Carolina. And
I appreciate y'all too, man. And yeah, most definitely, we got to get together and hang out.
yeah. All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Later, you guys.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, y'all. For some reason, we're just going through the motions. So y'all just met Adam. He's out of South Carolina. That's one of my one of my white boys from down in the South Carolina area. Got a little excited over the fact that he was online here. I saw some of y'all acting out. I saw that. I saw it. Yes. All right, everybody, feel free to come on. This is the time where we share ourselves with you, trans men. In this space are our trans men brothers, and we are here to have conversation with community, give you awareness, some knowledge, and if you have any questions, come on. We need you to come through. This is for the community. This is brother to brother conversation with community. Meet some of us, get to know some of us, know who we are, where we're going, the changes and the moving and shaking that we're doing in this world, and understand us in a different avenue. And that is what the Realness and Reality Talk Show does. I am your host, Blake Jones. Here on Facebook Live, we normally do a blog talk radio. We decided to bring this all to you live to learn more about who we are as trans men in society. So if there's anyone else that'd like to come on the live, feel free to chime in. I'm going to go down the line if nobody volunteers themselves. And you know what I do? I normally pick someone out the corner, and I'm about to pick somebody. And if they don't want to come on, they can deny me. But if you deny, I'm sending the bill collector to your house. Yes, yes. Good God Almighty. We're adding. Let's see if they decline me. Because y'all like to decline me. What's the topic, Erica? We don't have a topic. This is Transman. Meet Transmen tonight. The community, brother to brother conversation, talking about who we are, where we're going, how we're moving, and we're shaking. This is the Realness and Reality Talk Show live feed on Facebook, and this is where we have conversation for community members get to know trans men, and we can discuss things amongst ourselves as trans men. So you guys seem to have known and met trans women by many of the live feeds that they do, many of the conversations that they do. But now it's time to get to know us, get to know the men of the transgender community, get to know who we are, what we're doing, how we're moving, and how we're shaking. This is what this Reality and Realness live Facebook feed is about. Get to know us a little bit more. Courtney denied me. That's okay. Shamir, you can decline and jump in. I'm outside, y'all. I don't like it because there's bugs out here. I'm not a bug man. Call me spoiled if you want to. Shamir, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
You doing good, man?
Shit, I'm mad I didn't know you when I was in North Carolina, bro.
Well, now you do.
Yeah, man.
Ah, how long were you in North Carolina? You hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
How long were you in North Carolina?
Um, almost 4 years, almost 5 years. I was in the
Okay,
I was in the military too as well.
okay,
10 years.
okay. Did you transition in the military?
Nah, nah.
You trans afterwards.
Yeah, got my DD form 214. That's the day I decided to start transitioning. So October 3rd, 2013 is when I started transitioning.
5 years ago. Hallelujah. To have another birthday.
What's up?
5 years. About to have another
You
birthday.
coming in and out, bro? I know, right?
Can you hear me? Yeah. So, did you wait to transition out of safety? Is that why you did not transition in the military? Um, while you were in the military, because it was you did it out of safety and less havoc. Can you hear me, Brandon? Shamir, I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Okay.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey, what's going on, Misty? Nah, I did wait to transition because, like you said, one of them was safety issues, and then two, I was sure of who I am and who I wanted to be, but I wasn't sure like the medical part, so I wanted to do a little more research on my part before I jumped into something, you know? Because that's a big decision. That's
That
something
is a big decision.
you
That
really
is a
have to
big
be in
decision.
tune with yourself.
Right. Right. Now, you know, they're asking questions. These people, they say everybody got on this live tonight, they just as sexy. So they're asking all these questions now. I keep getting hit on my other phone. It's like, who is he? He said, you know, they talking about how cute we are. We ain't cute, we're handsome. They don't realize we don't be called cute, we're handsome. Get that cute.
Exactly. Cute is for
Let's
puppies.
grow
Ladies, we are
puppies,
handsome young men.
men. Yes, thank you very much. Take it and run with it. That's what I gotta say. Take it and run with it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So,
Hey,
anyone have any questions for Shamir? Feel free to type them into
Samir.
your comment section. But I'm going to ask some questions too because, hey, Adam was in the military and he was telling me some of his story and some of his journey. Give a little bit of your journey to us.
Shit. Um, I mean, like I said, I was in the military about 10. I'm like Adam too. I'm shy. You gotta ask me questions. Like I mean, I'm 32 years old, raised in the Bronx, moved to Florida. I'm in Florida now currently. I don't have top surgery either. You know what I'm saying? Because it's expensive. You living on your own, you got regular bills to pay, and shit's expensive. I mean, it is what
Right,
it is. But you know, I mean, you gotta keep pressing on, find ways to do it. That's why I
right.
just keep myself busy trying to find work.
I
But
think
yeah,
that's what we do as men. We keep our head above water
I
because
mean,
in order to survive, in order to survive, we work. We go to work, and we that's the only way that we're gonna make it in our transition in our lives is to keep doing what we've been doing. You know. Now let me
correct.
ask you a question. I meant to ask this. Let me ask you this question. Now, when you date, do you date women, men? Um, did you evolve as a trans man that evolved from being heterosexual or lesbian or whatever?
All right, let me tell you like this. I date women, all women. If you're a transgender woman, if you're a cis woman, I don't give a fuck what you are. If you're a woman, you have the feminine features that I like to see. You got the ass, I'm there. I'm a straight up man. If you got some ass and titties, I'm there. I love
He said he's there. He said he's there. Y'all get it? He is there. If you're a woman, he got you.
it. Okay, but it's funny because when I my mom asked me when I was 17 years old, am I gay? I looked at her and I laughed and said, "No, mom, I'm not gay. I just like women." And I walked away. Me, I didn't. I really didn't understand myself why the fuck I
Right,
said it. Excuse my
right,
language too. But I like later down in the line, I was like, okay, that's what I meant in my heart when I said I'm not gay. I knew I'm a man. I'm not gay because I date women. But you know, everybody got an
right,
umbrella they got to put you in. It is what it is.
right, right. So, are you in a relationship right now?
I am currently, yes, dating a trans woman right now. This is my
Wow,
second trans woman I've dated. My first one I was with for 3 years. That was
wow.
freaking amazing. But I mean, we grew apart.
Okay,
We were both in our beginning stages of transitioning, and it was just too much for both of us. I mean, I still got love for her and everything like that. That's like my best friend still,
right,
even though we don't talk. But it is what it is.
right, right, right. I think that's what happens with some of us. We have someone that we had in our
Probably.
life that was a
No, I
trans
don't
woman,
think I am.
and being that trans woman and that trans man, we have some kind of friendship. I have someone that I really respected as a friend. We weren't in a relationship, but everybody thought we were, and
Yeah.
to this day, she still gets the respect from me, despite how we grew apart. She still has that respect. If I don't know if I'll ever get that respect from her, but she always will have my respect. And I did. Some people know that I've seen her just recently, and I was very respectful to her, and she had a new mate, and I was really, really respectful to both of them. I'm not a disrespectful person
I mean,
anyway, and
that's the
not
part about
spiteful.
growing up too.
Yeah,
We're not gonna always be with the person that we're dating 2 years ago or whatever. But if you see them like 5 years later on the line, ain't no love lost. We grown up from that. We evolved from where we were back then.
right.
I don't understand. I don't know. I don't be getting how people be getting upset and doing all that extra stuff, man.
Right. It's not needed. We don't need all that drama. It's
We
not
don't need all
needed.
that hate and discontent.
No, we don't need all that. So,
Not
you
at
know,
all.
and that's I think what people just don't understand us as men. Some people, let me ask you this question because I laugh and I say that we as trans men are invisible men, but yet we're the next generation of mankind, just like trans women are the next generation of trans womankind. I mean, of woman, man, womankind, or whatever, Mother Nature, or whatever you want to call it. That's Mother
Exactly.
Nature's children. I
No, I
believe that
feel
we're
you
the
on
next
that.
generation of mankind because
I
we are all
definitely feel
dating
you on that,
in
bro.
our own community.
True. That's hella true right there, bro.
We're dating within our own community. So I think that's what's going on. I really do.
Yo, it's crazy. My homegirl, Kimura, tried to get me to call on the show a while back, but I was working nights back then when you had your when you did like the radio talk thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I was like, shit. I seen
yeah.
you on. I was like, let me see what his videos on like.
And we got you on it. Surprise!
I mean, nah,
But
but I like what you're doing for the community though. For real, respect, much respect and love to you. I
thank you,
don't
brother.
know if nobody be telling you that enough, but for real.
Thank you. Thank you. I do it because we're a family and we need to be verbal and be seen and we need to be there for each other. We need to be there for each other. We got to stop trying not to be there for each other. We really do. We really do. So, see, everybody got quiet. Now they just watching. I don't know what's going on now. Everybody's getting quiet. And look, somebody just asked, "Are you Polly?" They just really trying to get a hold of you, buddy.
I'm on the market right now. You ain't finna have me nobody's ditch dead somewhere. No, I don't play around like that. My lady is crazy. Mm-mm. Nah, but I'm cool. I'm cool with like friends and stuff. Like I'm cool with the friendship stuff.
Right, right. So, was your transition hard for you at all? Were there any hard
Um,
levels in your transition?
right now, um, I started to notice like men get more like hold more bacteria in their bodies or something.
Hmm.
Because I'm starting to get like a whole bunch of acne. 2.5 years into it, I'm starting to get like acne on my shoulders.
Mm.
Like it's just nasty. It's just nasty. Just, ooh.
Have you tried to use I go to a little green dollar store. It's called the dollar store. This little green dollar store. I don't know if they
Uh-huh.
have that down there where you're at, but they got this facial.
They got that in Florida.
Okay, go to the store. I'm gonna tell you what you do. I'm gonna give you some secrets. Go to the
Mm.
store
Somebody
and get
said.
you some of it. It's called a Oxy Face Cleaner. What is it, Brandon? It comes orange. It's like a squeeze bottle, and it's a
Okay.
dollar. It's a facial cleanser. You wash that, put that in a washcloth with your soap, or just in a washcloth, and wash your shoulders and your face and everything, and it'll clean your pores out real good. Because what that is
Okay.
your oils in your
Go to
body
the
is
sun,
coming
sun
out and
dried up.
seeping out
I'm
of
out
your
in the
body.
sun all day, Jocelyn. I'll
Yeah,
be out in the sun all day. It just don't dry it up. And I'm starting to get like um I got a cyst. I never got cyst before in my life, but I got one
yeah,
the other day. Like
yeah. I got
just
them a lot too.
never before.
Yeah, witch hazel works too. Ari says witch hazel works too. And once you do the exfoliating, cleaning the face and stuff, put some
Yeah, I
witch
mean,
hazel in it.
I use witch hazel for my face, but it doesn't work for my
Right.
body. That don't work for my
Yeah,
body.
use
I've
that
tried,
scrubber
I've
for the
tried,
body. I
I've
buy
tried that. I've tried coconut oils. I've tried stuff to dry it out. I've tried everything.
coconut oil is not gonna dry it out though.
I love coconut oil though. It keeps my body
Get you some
moisturized.
shea butter. Yo, dude, get you some
Shake.
shea butter and some coconut oil. Go to the Asian store. I know they got one down there in Florida. Go to the
Mm-hmm.
Asians, get American store because Asians own it, but African Americans go in there. go into that store and buy you some shea butter, okay? And
Okay.
split it up in half with some coconut
Oh, you
oil.
talking about the African shea butter that come in that
Yeah,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I got you.
take half of that, put it in a container, and take the
I
other half,
haven't
put
used that in
coconut
like
oil in.
4 or 5 years since
Man,
I
what it
left North
does,
Carolina.
yeah, when you mix that with the coconut oil, it liquefies it and adds you some
Hmm.
vitamin E. They got that vitamin E at the dollar store. I got some the other day. I got a whole bunch of it. Put some of that
You
in
know
there
what?
and take a
People are
capsule.
saying black soap. I've been using that black soap on my face, but I haven't used it on my body. I'm gonna try it on my body too.
Try that black soap. Try the black soap too. That'll work as well too.
That's what it kind of got my face a little clearer, the black soap and
You,
stuff like that. But
whatever you wash your face with, because you got to understand, you got all that oil in your body. It's seeping out of your body. So you got to wash that whole body off. You got to wash your whole body off.
and oh my God, bro, the sweating. I ain't never sweat so much in my damn life till I started taking tea.
Are you
That
drinking a
is
lot of
legit.
water?
Oh
Drink a
yeah,
lot of water.
oh yeah.
Drink
I
a
drink
lot of
water
water.
outside all the time. My work
The
is
only
like,
problem with that is I didn't, okay, y'all gonna laugh, and I'm quite sure, Shamir, you'll say this. I never had a problem with going to the bathroom, but when I gotta go to the bathroom, y'all gonna laugh. I sweat like a cisgender man does. I mean, I'm sweating when I have to go to the bathroom or go take a number two. My body starts to sweat, and I'm like, what the hell?
oh, when I gotta go to number two, my body get the heating up too, but not the pee,
I ain't
not
never
the
had
pee.
to do that before.
I don't.
Never
I
when I
got
was.
when peeing though, I do get a It's been a different sensation when peeing. It feels different.
Yes,
I ain't gonna lie.
it does.
It feels
It's
a
real
lot
different.
different. It feels
It
good
is a
though
lot different.
sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, man. That would, cause I heard you and Adam earlier talking about enlarged stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Once you start taking it, eventually it's gonna get enlarged or whatever. But
right,
I've been on it 2.5 years, so mine's pretty nice size right now. But
right.
it just feels totally different. Everything.
Yep, it does. It's piss proud. It's the piss proud syndrome. Like, when little kids, yeah, it's like piss proud syndrome. Once you go, it's like, oh, thank you, God. It's the best feeling in town.
You got any other questions?
Salt, salt, soap too. What?
Thought so.
Candy said you love coconut oil. Candy, are you the coconut oil? Candy is tripping.
You're not laughing at me because I like coconut oil.
So
Coconut oil is the shit. I'm sorry.
it is. Coconut water is
I ain't
good
gonna
for you
lie.
too.
I didn't get it until my ex.
So let's see, you're way down in Florida. So let me ask you these questions. So have you dealt with any discrimination towards yourself from others outside of the community or within the community?
Yes. My last job, I was painting, and the two of these, one white guy and two Hispanic guys found out that I was trans, and shit just went fucking within a week. Shit went from being, hey, I'm one of the fucking boys to, hey, I'm gonna try to fuck you. I said, look here, bro, we in Florida, we in stand your ground state. Try me if you want. They kindly took heed to what I said.
I can't hear him now, dude.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't get one job because I told them off gate in the interview and everything I'm trans, only because my ID. I haven't been able
yeah.
to change my ID and all that other stuff, and and I won't be able to for another year because of things that I'm going through.
Okay.
So of course I gotta disclose that kind of information.
Okay.
Didn't get the job because of that. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna call you." Me and him shooting the shit. I drove the damn truck and everything for like an hour and a half. He was like, "All right, you was in the military too? Oh, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna call you." Like, yeah. He got the copy and the ID and that social security card. He looked at the ID 3 times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
So, wow. Um, so a lot of our journeys are about similar. We just experiencing them differently. And I'm just letting everybody that's listening to understand that, our journeys are never going to be the same, but we experience different things that are similar. Just like yourself and Adam were talking about job search, the discrimination, how you evolved after the military. I mean, it just for your own sake, you did that for safety and concerns as well. Um, how is the brother relationship down in Florida? Is there a separatism going on there? I can't hear you.
There's not one in Central Florida where I'm at, or South Florida that I know of. I mean, I know two trans guys that are north in like up north Florida, but they're like 6 hours away.
Okay.
Like
So you guys are spread out like we are in North Carolina and others.
pretty
Yeah.
much. And like
Yeah.
most of the trans guys that I know are in New York and
Yeah.
Cali.
Yeah. New
So
York,
it's like,
Cali, and Atlanta, and Texas.
especially Texas. I got a lot of brothers in Texas, man.
Yeah. But we have a lot of trans men here in North Carolina. Our numbers have risen. Our numbers have risen here in North Carolina and South Carolina. Our numbers are getting big. We have
That's
a
what's
big
up, though.
community of, I mean, yeah, and there are times that I'm trying to get them all together for one little weekend because I would love to see us all come together. There's a lot of us here in North Carolina. We're just so spread out, and the state's so big, it's so spread out. But I know in Charlotte, North Carolina, there's approximately, from my knowledge, there are maybe the ones that I know, there's a good number of 30 trans men, some of color, black brothers, and some of Caucasian. I know in Raleigh, Durham, it might be a good that I know of. I only know maybe 6.
I know
In my area, including myself, Winston-Salem area, Greensboro area, there's probably a good 10 of us here. So our numbers are probably larger than that. Some of the brothers are stealth, some of the brothers are visible, but on an average, many are very. They're not stealth, but they're not as visible as I am. I can't hear them.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we're gonna get you an earplug.
Nah, man, I dropped my phone today and it's all cracked to hell. It is, man. And I gotta go to T-Mobile when I'm off. I gotta go to T-Mobile and
Oh,
get a new phone when I'm off, but that's not gonna be till
okay.
like Thursday.
Yeah, we're growing. Our community's growing. There's a lot of transmen here. I think a lot of it's because we have the colleges in North Carolina. And then when the colleges, when they finish school, they leave. I'm not mad at them. It'll be okay. Can you hear him out, man?
Back
We're
out
gonna get
again.
you another phone. We're gonna get you another phone, Shamir.
Oh nah, I'll hit y'all back up, man. I'll hit y'all back up.
Get you
It's
some
getting late.
earplugs. Get you some earplugs. That might work better.
I'm going to catch me some shut eye because I just saw it's 1 o'clock and I gotta be up in 4 hours.
Okay, my brother. You go to sleep, And you know, all these people are gonna hit you up now because they said he was cute and handsome and all that kind of stuff. But look, stay in touch with me, man. Don't be distant. All right.
All right, all right. I ain't, man.
All right. All right. We'll talk to you later. So you all just met Shamir. You met Adam. You met Florida and South Carolina. Some of y'all are excited. This is it's all what we go through. They're sharing their experiences. Some are shy. Some are outspoken. Um, And you know I'm about to go down the line. I'm gonna keep on going because there's somebody else that wants to get online that doesn't know I'm gonna pick them out the crowd, and I'm gonna do it because I don't even care. So that's how I'm gonna do that. There we go. You are number 5. You are called. Do 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 do. Our operator will be just with you in just a moment. You are caller number 1. Ari, oh, you're going to deny me tonight. You're probably out there taking another bath. That's probably what happened. She's probably taking a shower. She might have to come back. She might have to close out and come back. Adam said if you all want to ask, Adam, feel free to ask any questions. We are here for you all. This is Transmen Space. This is where we have conversation. You all get to know us for who we are, the men we are. You just met 2 young men that were in the military. They served their country. So we're not all the same. We all don't evolve the same, but we all have common journeys, but they're not going to be the same, or we're not the same. So this is a come in, ask questions, and share with us because you know more about the women because the women have been visible this whole year doing Facebook Lives, telling their stories, being transparent. And so this is a space for us to be transparent and be visible for you all to get to know us for who we are. And as you just noticed, we're some handsome young men. I'm going to brag about trans men. We're some fine looking young men. I'm going to tell you right now. You know that song says, drop it like it's hot? I think when people see us coming, they drop it like it's hot. Hello, Miss Lady. How you doing,
Hi.
Ari?
Fine.
How are you?
Good.
So did you
Peace and
see our new?
blessings,
Did you
everyone.
see?
Oh, yes, I see the cuties. Shamir, I'm sorry if I said any disrespect. I don't want your girls to think I'm trying to step on your toes. Like, you know. But you is a cutie, though. You is what?
And
And
Adam was
Adam.
on earlier. Did you see Adam?
Oh, oh, you had me know. Like, oh my God, you had all the cuties on tonight. Oh my God. I was just like, oh. I was like, oh. I had to go take a shower. I was putting on my clothes when you called. Because I was like, oh my God.
I don't think Miss Kimberly. Look, I don't think Miss Kimberly was on. If she was on, she got the fan on and got her foot in that freezer again.
Yes. Because Adam gave me everything, especially when he took that hat off. Oh. Lord knows I love me a good country white boy. I'm from Texas. Yes, God.
Oh, you better get a fan, girl. Get a fan.
Girl, I'm sorry. I'm all discombobulated. Like, oh, he gave me everything. Him and Shamir, I was like, oh my God, why you got? They just both was just cute. They got on the camera. You like, damn. Like, hold on, where y'all been at? Y'all need to start coming to these conversations more often. Hey, Adam. You got my kisses, baby. Like, yeah.
So you got. So, do you have any questions or anything you want to discuss today on our Realness and Reality Talk Show, Transmen Space?
Well, y'all pretty much answered the question because I have personal experience with trans men. And,
Right.
it's hard for y'all to talk about like binding and like the struggle is real with trans issues, period, with male or female body. It has its challenges. And it's like, we don't really get to see y'all's. And it's good to see that aspect of it and to still see your manhood, and learn to respect y'all's manhood.
Uh-huh.
Because that was the biggest thing I had to learn was just to respect y'all's manhood. Like I want
Right.
people to respect me as the woman I present myself as. I have to do the exact same.
Right.
So I get mad when I hear the girls calling my trans brothers he, she, and girl, and bitch, you still fish and all this other stuff. Like
Right.
no,
Right.
bitch, just like some women have penises, some women have vaginas.
And it's amazing how we respect trans women as the women that they are. If a woman's going to act, if a trans woman is going to act childish, we'll treat her as that child. If she's going to act as the woman she is, she will be treated as the woman respectfully as she is. And I'm the kind of person, I would treat someone how they act or how they present themselves, because what they want is the reaction of how they present themselves, and
No,
that's the reaction they're going to get.
like I was talking to one of my friends earlier. You have a lot of grown ass kids. I don't care how old you are. You have a lot of grown ass kids. A lot of people
Right.
don't have common sense. And it's like, if you use basic common sense, you want respect, so you give respect.
Right.
If I'm presenting myself a certain way, respect me for who I'm presenting myself as, period.
Right.
So, my views on that are very, like, strong and concrete. But that's why I like us having our own space so we can discuss our issues and our viewpoints in, like,
Right.
basically like a sacred space.
Well, that's why we have this space for the brothers, because we need that space for people to learn us and understand us better.
Yeah, and that's why most of the time I just be sitting back and like basically soaking in all the cuteness. Like, yes. Like, okay, let me learn about my brothers. Let me, you know, see what their experience is and really and really embrace their experience so that I can see them for the men that they are.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Because we go through it as well as the girls, and I think for us, when we come from female body, we carry on well, from you all coming from male body, we on both sides of the spectrum, we all carry strength of two genders in so many unique ways,
of course.
and we
But
as
like like the reason I like to date a trans man, y'all have a better understanding of y'all emotions than cisgendered men.
mm,
You know,
mm,
where most cis-born men just act out of react to their emotions. Trans men know how to sit back and really examine their emotions before acting,
mm,
and that's what I've always appreciated about dating a trans man. So
mm. Well, I thank you on that one. So, do you have any questions today? I think we talk all the time. So, but we talk when people don't hear us talk.
Well, yeah, but I chime in on your blog talk. I really support you because I like the work that you do.
Thank you.
So and you're not, and you know how to agree to disagree, and that's
Right,
rare
right.
because most people just want you to agree with their viewpoint when they're doing a live, and not
Well,
be able to
I, I
examine
can't,
the whole
I can't,
spectrum.
I can't always disagree or agree or try to make people be on my side of things, because, like I always say, we're all different and we all evolve differently. So, someone's thoughts are not going to be my thoughts. We might have similar ideas or similar thoughts, but they're not going to be. They're of our own. They're from within here. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
But yeah, no, but I understand. It's just like, at the end of the day, if we want to be adults, we have to be able to have adult conversation. And to have adult
Right.
conversation, you have to be able to agree to disagree. You have to be able to look into somebody's experience and see their experience for what it was.
I think with trans men we grow. We have to grow fast because we grew from women and now we have to be in the world because when we were women, we kind of had a little privilege going on sometimes. It was easy to get a job, but being the men we are as men of color, and Adam said, he gets it hard getting a job now too. We got it hard as men to get a job.
But Sister Michaela was kind of touching on that earlier on her live about like trans people in employment in general, especially when you live in your truth. It's harder for you to find employment. Not saying that it's not impossible, but that it just depends on if the job is diverse enough to hire you.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, like, I hate to say it, most people and most businesses are Christian based, and they are trans is a big no no. So
Well, here's another thing too is that a lot of our trans men take on jobs like construction jobs, jobs that pay well, or we could use our hands and be the men we are. And when they find out, some of these jobs find out that we are trans, or when we come to get the job, they won't hire us because they have this idea that we're weak biologically born women. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And like we're cisgender women. And I'm like, you got the story wrong.
shit, I know some strong cisgender women. So
Right,
like,
right. So I think the stereotype idea of who we are as men, people still sometimes look at us as women that are dressing up like studs or boys or whatever, and that's not who we are. You're right, Adam. They won't
well,
expect us to be a certain way.
exactly. But but that's the part of the trans man that I truly appreciate. The fact that y'all are sensitive, that you are willing to explore your emotions. If cisgender men would learn from trans men, they would be a well better off.
Mm. Well, I appreciate you for your support. I really do. I appreciate you.
I seen the post. I was like, okay, I know he said he was gonna go live. I had to send you a message.
Well,
Oh yes, Jocelyn, I agree. To see a man work and sweat, oh my god.
you and Jonathan are getting your life tonight. I'm telling you.
Yes, I am. I'm enjoying all of this. I want to see Adam one more time. Like, hey,
I might have to bring him back on so you can see him.
no.
We have to bring him back on for you to see. You can hit him up on a private messenger. You know who he is now.
I'm on the cleanse right now, so all I need is the temptation right now. But yeah. But I'm gonna let y'all have your conversation. I just wanted to
Yes.
come in and Adam, you cute. Shamir, you cute, but I know you take it, so I'm just saying. And handsome, and Flex, you know you handsome.
Yes.
So I'm just to
All
finish
right.
enjoying watching you boys.
All right, Ari. We'll talk to you later. Be
All
good.
right,
We love
y'all have a
you.
good night.
Love you
Peace and
for life.
blessings, everyone.
Blessings. Namaste. There we go. All right, ladies. You've been seeing the boys tonight. Had conversation. Got to know us. Have conversation. Some of you all getting your life. You all got quiet on us. I don't know who's in an open relationship. Let's see. Jocelyn. First, let's get Jocelyn on. She's got something to say. I know she does. I'm gonna let you get 5 minutes of your life tonight. We're not gonna stay on late tonight. We're not gonna do 5 hour conversation.
I had a feeling you was gonna do that, and I was over here just watching and tripping out. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. You got some fine old men on there tonight. Damn, got over here sweating. I'm over here like, ooh. I showed my husband. I said, "Look at this." He said, "What?" I said, "Come here and look." And he walks over and he looks and he goes, "What's this?" And I said, "Well, this is Flex's show. Now look." And he looked and he was like, "Wow." Oh, I said, first thing come to my mind was, do you remember on the Home Alone show when he goes, "Wow, what a hole." That was the first thing come to my mind. But yes, there were some fine men on there tonight, and you're very handsome yourself too.
Thank you.
I shoot the shit with you all the time. You already know how I feel about you.
Right.
You know, you my first baby daddy.
Right.
But no, I'm really learning a lot from you men. Stuff I never, like you saying, I'm so serious. Hey, everybody that's joining in from my friends list. I am enjoying learning because, you know, they learn about breast augmentation, they learn about SRS, they learn about shit like that. But we don't never hear from the men. But hell, we want to know what y'all over there got going to hell on. Shit.
Well, now you all are learning, and you can ask questions if need be.
I just want to know this, Flex. Does it feel good to be able to go in there and get you a shower, put your deodorant on, put you some cologne on, and get the hell out the tub and be ready in 20 minutes like a man?
Actually, it takes
You know,
me
it takes
longer than. It's not 20 minutes. I gotta shave. I'm very metrosexual in the bathroom. You would think I was having my own spa moment. I pamper my body and everything. So normally what I do is I let my son get in the shower first. But lately he been pampering his gay self too, his poly pansexual self too. So now our shower hours are like 30 minutes a pop for each person in the house.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but you know what I mean? If you was going outside to cut grass or do something like that, you just run in there and throw on some balling shorts and a tank top and get out there and cut that grass or do something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't you like that better?
Yeah, and now that I don't have a binder on, I can just throw a shirt on. It was so
Well, can
much.
you explain to some of us girls what a binder is?
Okay, it's not a sports bra. The cat is talking. Look at that. The cat.
I made him shut up. Sorry, y'all. That was my cat. Forgive me. He's my transsexual cat, so forgive me.
A binder is a tight spandex made out of elastic material. It's very, very tight. It pushes down the breast. Let me show you. Okay. What it does is a binder looks like right now I've had top surgery, so I'm flat. I'm all flat. No, just my belly. No breasts, just my chest. So if I had breasts, the binder would push it down, just like this shirt being real flat. See?
Right.
And you wouldn't see
Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt. It's just very tight. And you have to be careful that it's very tight. And you have to be careful that you don't get it too small and not too big. If it's too big, it won't fit right. If it's too small, it'll suffocate the hell out of you because it actually pushes your breast down onto your rib cage area.
Oh.
Have several of them out there. Yes, they have several of them out there now. They've got some it's like a what is not spandex? It's like a tape, like a latex tape that some of them can wear, and it just fits like this, so it's flat no matter what. But a lot of us wear the binders because they're a lot more. They're like a T-shirt. It looks like a T-shirt, black. Some come black, some come net. They call it naked, which is like beige
Like the
then some
blur.
are white. We wear them. Some are half body, some of them are full body. Because I was a heavy set guy, I gained all that weight. I was wearing the full body. Some skinny guys can just go with the half body one.
Mm. That sounds painful. So I guess the men have to go through painful shit just like the girls do.
Yeah, because those binders, once we wash them and dry them, after a while, it's hard to get them things off and on. They're really tight. They're a pain in the ass. They itch after a while. We soak them in set softener so they don't soak. Um, and the binders are expensive. They go like you can get them. Used to be you could get them $3 for $99. They might last you a good 6 months, but then you got to keep you get the other ones
Man.
broken in, and it's just a process. And I mean, you got to imagine me binding out. See, I started first. It was duct tape. Then it was first it was duct tape, and then it was no ace bandage, then duct tape. Then it was ace bandage and duct tape. Okay, I just need to wear something different. When binders came out, I started wearing a binder. I was wearing a woman's girdle that was like to the bra girdle thing back in the day, just to push down. And then as I got older, the binders became available, and that's when I started buying my binders. But they're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. They're not
I
cheap
can
at
tell that
all.
what you said, 3 for $99, and they only work for 6 months. I'm telling you, y'all really have taught me a lot because I'm very open minded. I'm a Gemini. I don't give a damn what you do. I'm a liberal. But when I thought of a trans man, I thought that y'all had it easier than us girls. Y'all don't have it
No,
easier
and then some of us, and
than
then
us
some of us,
girls. No.
no, and then like some of us, like me, because of my ability to be comfortable without conflict, aka passing. Because I'm not. When you look at me, I'm not a conflict to yourself or myself to even figure out that there's an issue going on here or something's different about me. You see me by face value as being gendered male, so I, aka pass. It's the same thing as comfortable without conflict. I'm not going to have a conflict with anyone looking at me or talking to me. Automatically, they suspect I was born male. 100%. I was not born male. I was born the man inside of the body of a female. That's all I can explain it. I have the soul of a man that was in the female body that I had. So for me, where was I? I just lost myself. Okay, for me,
I love you. Hey, motherfucker, I love you. Me and you always get into these deep discussions. I love you.
so for me, where was I? Will somebody tell me where I was?
Yes, you was talking about
Binding.
because I had told you, it's I thought that trans men
Okay,
had it
okay, okay. Let me go.
easier.
Okay, I got it. I know it was. So for like us, like see, like me, when I used to go to bars and hang out, and because I used to manage strippers, I wore a packer. We call it a packer. And there's several kinds of packers. There's packers to have sex with, there's packers to pee with, and there's packers that we wear just to wear every day to look as though we have the full anatomy of a man even down below. And a packer looks like a penis. It is actually a penis looking little thing, and they come in different colors. Every shade of the human being we can find. If you are a purple trans man, you can find a purple packer. Now, do I have mine on? No, I
Stop,
don't wear
because
my
that means if
packer.
I go and grab someone's dick and it's a packer, then what do I do? Like, I mean, does it just sit in your pants, or
We
how does
have
that work?
there's certain things that we can wear with them that looks natural. You wouldn't know. We would know. And if you were to grab me and I had my packer on, you would have swore you grabbed. You would have. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You would have probably got excited.
Not in a bad
I
way,
know when
not
I
like
went.
where you're gonna hit me or fight me or nothing like that. Like, I'm
No,
just
no, no,
saying, like,
no,
it feels
no. But
natural. It just feels
I,
like a real.
yes, yes, yes. A very soft
Maybe
penis.
that's where the saying is you're packing. Maybe that's where that come from. A
That
packer,
is,
you're
we call it a
packing.
packer. Yeah, yeah, we're packing. It's called a packer. Years ago, people would put socks down there and make it look like a sock. Um, years ago, with certain people did certain things, but now that we have those, the Packers, they're a great thing for us, a great asset. They're not cheap though. Now I'm gonna tell you that now. We have Transmen
I
that
love
have
you, Ari.
started businesses to make sure that we did have the right equipment to use. But these are items. These are not cheap. And then you have to wash them a certain way, or the damn things deteriorate and go from here to there. Um, and I had one that actually I washed it in the wrong. I call myself washing it, and it shrunk.
Oh, so your dick went little. It
Yeah,
went limp.
yeah, it was like I lost, it's like I gained weight and it got smaller or something. I don't know. So, for me, I had to get another one. But what?
And Samir, I bet you look good up in your packer.
Yeah, yeah.
Samir had just
That
quit.
one,
Said, I said, I bet you look good in that packer.
yeah, they're
Mm.
expensive. They're not cheap. So you have to imagine. Okay, you got three binders for $99. Then you just spent maybe a packer from $50 to $300. Then now you got to worry about um, the right the right um, you got to worry about haircuts, getting haircut. Then you got to worry about the clothes. Then you got to worry about the shoes because as our feet get smaller, they go tall, they get longer. Like I was a boy size 4, I'm now in a man 7'8".
Damn,
See, the
damn.
4
So
was
does that really
cheaper.
do that?
Now a
Is that what
7'8"
it
is
does?
more expensive.
Does testosterone do that to trans men? It makes your feet
Yeah,
grow and
it
your
starts.
hands and stuff grow.
Yeah,
I learned that tonight.
well, you have to understand that what testosterone does, it enlarges the muscle. The muscles is what gets bigger. So as we go to the gym and exercise, we're stretching the muscle, giving it air, and it's gonna grow. It's like a sponge. It starts to grow. See, when I was small, 100-pound female body, I was nothing but bones and a little bit of meat. I had no meat on me, no fat. And so what happened now is when they call it growing pains for some of the smaller guys, when our muscles start growing around our muscles, we feel pain in the morning because now our muscles
Mm,
are actually getting bigger and they're growing around
mm,
frail muscles. I mean, frail bone.
oh,
Our little skinny bones. Now we got muscles
mm.
growing in between. But in your legs and in your arms, you have muscles that and tendons that grow in between those bones. So we're feeling the pain, the growing pain. Even our my baby dick, my man dick, my cock, I call it my cock. My cock for a while it was hurting because it was growing. And I called my doctor and said, I'm having pain and I don't know what's from. And he looked at me and he said, it's the medicine.
Do
I thought I was
trans men
having a
take the
pelvic
medicine the
problem
same
or
way as us trans women? Do you take it like? I mean, I'm sure everyone's different because some girls take pills, some girls take the injections. Myself, I'm on injections, but
we
do
don't
do they
have
offer that?
we don't I've never heard of I've never heard of pills, but I've heard of the testosterone shot. You got the testosterone gel and you have the testosterone patch. I've never heard of the
Oh,
pill. Adam, Shamir, have you guys heard of the pill at all? I've never heard of the pill, but we
see,
take a
for
lot
us
of us
women,
take the shot.
we can take like the pill or we can take an injection. But I've never like for us women, I've never heard of a gel or a patch. I've never been offered that. It was either eat one or the other, orally or
I don't know if
stick it
the
in.
women, I don't know if the women get that. I don't know if y'all can get that. I know that we do. We get the shots, the gel, or the patch. But the shots are more effective. The gel is slow active, and the patch is like time released. I rather just get the
Oh
shot, get it
yeah,
over and keep it moving. I've done the gel,
yeah.
and it was okay, but when I was on the gel, I gained a lot of weight. I asked my doctor. I said, "Is the gel?" I said, "I'm trying to figure out something because when I'm on the shot, my body metabolism is faster and I lose weight faster. I have more energy." He said, "Yeah, because your body's absorbing it internally, not through the skin." I said, "Well, I ain't got time for that skin thing. I got time to be shooting me up, do something."
Well, I don't know who this Ashton Angel is, but I would love for him to come on your show. I would
Yeah.
like him. I'm not
If
sure who
Ashton is
he
ready
is,
to
but I
get
would like
on,
to see.
we could try to get Ashton.
Well, there's a bunch of
Ashton, did
girls
you want to get
sitting
on
over
and
here.
talk?
Hey, Kimberly. Kimberly's finally here. Look at her. She finally come in. Kimberly, you got that foot in that freezer. You should have seen the man Flex had on here tonight. Baby, listen. My baby like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, and I ain't even had breakfast yet. I'm trying to tell you some fine. I got to see me a chocolate delight. I got to see me a white country boy, and I got to see me a yellow bone. One of them just so sexy things. You just want to go up to the club and outside ass on them real quick. I got to see all three of them. You had to replay this live back, but yes, I want Ashton to get on here. Oh, you at work now? Oh, you know Ashton. Let me tell you something.
He,
There ain't
he's
nothing in
at
this
work.
world that turns me on than a working man. I love to see
Oh,
a man
Lord.
work sometimes, and
Oh, Lord.
no. Because if Flex was in my house, I would break something. I'd do it to my husband. I'd break something and be like, "Oh, I need you to fix this, baby. Can you get over here and fix this for me? Because I can't. I don't know how to do it. I can't lift this."
You
Look
ain't
out,
stupid.
y'all girls know what I'm saying. And hey, y'all over here working. Mm-hmm. Mm. And we love to see the sound. We
So,
love that.
so, so what I'm gonna do? Well, so the thing is
Invite
that
someone
we.
on, and I'm gonna continue to watch. And I love
Okay.
you. And I love you too, Brandon. And yeah, so yeah, just cut me off and invite some more people on here.
All right, honey. I love you.
All right, bye, baby.
Well, as you can see, we're having a blast. What time is it? Anybody know what time it is? 1:27. How long we been on, Brad? Y'all, I think we're gonna close this out early. I love y'all, but I need to get my sleep on. I got some things I need to take care of for the community tomorrow morning and myself, and we are really trying to get ourselves together. But I love y'all, and I appreciate you all for being here tonight. Remember, this is every other Monday, and tomorrow night will be a live feed as well with the Real-Nez Reality Talk Show, and that is for the community as a whole to talk about how we can heal, come together, make a change, as well as be who we need to be to grow and empower each other. That's tomorrow night for the Real-Nez Reality Talk Show on Tuesday night, and that'll be here live on Facebook. And then on Wednesday we have the love night, love, intimacy, and sex conversation. That's the one that Miss Kimberly was in, had the fan on, and her foot was in the freezer because she got all hot talking about somebody named Rico. That's the night that we have a good time and let our hair down and talk about grown folks conversation. That show starts at 11 o'clock on Wednesday nights here on live Facebook. So please stay tuned with the Real-Nez and Reality Talk Show. Myself, Flex Jones, and all of you, my family and friends out there in the Facebook and TV land. Share this live with many others. Let them know we're moving and shaking and we're bringing awareness to who we are as a community. No longer should we be looked at as negative community. We shall be looked at as a positive community. And with these shows that we're doing, we want people to see the reality and we want to see the realness at the same time and to see us as who we are as individuals. And with this night tonight being the brother to brother conversation with the community, allows you to see who we are as trans men, transgendered men, men of uniqueness, and men who are no longer shall be invisible men in society. So, I love you all for being here live. I appreciate Shamir and Adam, Jocelyn, Ari, and Erica, and who else got on? I couldn't even imagine myself. And for my son in the background, give him a round of applause for being my sound man since we've had technical difficulties. Folks, I really appreciate you and I love you, and keep staying in touch and share this live with many others and tell the other trans men out there, guys and ladies, we have a show for them. We have a space for them to have conversation for people to learn who we are, and we can learn who we are to each other. So, with that being said, you all have a great night. I love you. Be real, stay still, and always be yourself. And if someone says you can't be yourself, tell them that's a lie, because Flex Zone said you can. I love you. Good night.